Well, welcome back. Before a little Mirage here, FlyQuest down 1-0 here, Floofies, and they gotta find their way back. Thankfully, in front of them is, if you ask me, probably their best map.
Oh yeah, every single time I see them play Mirage, it's always a grand old time. Whether they start off good or bad, they end up good. So I think that even though this is Omen's map pick, I have a feeling that it's going to be a good one for FlyQuest.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I think that if there is potential to, bounce back in this series here, I mean, it's as good a ground as any. You got a nuke up here third that's going to be required if FlyQuest do have a hand at the reverse sweep, but got to find some ground on this Mirage here first, Floofies. And I got a little bit of concern. I think FlyQuest could have been shooting a little harder in that first map, to begin with. I'm a hard critic myself, Floofies. So that notion, I think, coming in here to Mirage where the fragging is going to be, turned up. Well, we'll pay.
I think it is good to be critical but fair. We don't need any Thorns on this stream. But interesting setup to start this round off. They've left Goosebreeder alone in jungle, and she's pretty much the only thing they've got on the A-bomb site. Vanessa available to rotate over, and really, this looked like they were assuming that there was going to be a B hit, and so they've given a lot of space over to Omen, barely firing a bullet. The bomb's already down. Omen scaling so darn fast, and now a 5 versus 5 retake. Omen expecting jungle or connector are going to find Goosebreeder, but the rest of the squad making their way out from CT. A good kill from Emmy, but it's new back from Omen. Not looking too great. Beyond low on HP. We're keeping an eye on these dualies. Emmy with the smoke and the defuse, and she might just... Oh, she's only barely denied by Rue.
Just right at the end. Omen get themselves a nice pistol. Converted off of the bomb plant. It'll take a minute for FlyQuest to get going here. They're not the team to force in these type of rounds with just the deagle armor. I will say... There was a Thorn take that had me a little bit yesterday. I think, what was it? Yesterday
Only one,
the day before, that was... Well, yes. It was like him, swag cash money guy Ted. He got hired for the major. And that's a really cool thing, considering he's like, pretty regular tier 2, tier 1.5 talent. He's a guy that's really been working hard. I've had the pleasure of working with him on CCT and Thunderpick. And he's a mad chiller, yo. Cool guy. Really cool guy. But, the take was basically it was actually a very fair take. It was, hold on, FlyQuest were actually kind of cooking around. All right, it's over. The take was I think I can't remember who he had exactly had I think mainly Yanko and somebody else. Mainly he was mad about not getting hired, but that is true. I think Yanko's goated. Okay, I'm top 1 talking counter fan. But, if we do that, and then other people won't get a chance, like Ted, or me or you one day.
The other one was interesting. Is Dinko got
Dinko's
hired?
back,
I think
baby.
it's for his
Hell
first
yeah.
major.
Yeah, that was some garbage and last. I love what was going on there, but I'm a big Dinko supporter. DDK and Anders did a really good job, though.
Yes.
I think kind of sucked to have them just pulled out and not cast in the arena, though. I think if you're working the major, every caster should work in the arena. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this round goes, though. Major yapping aside, rifles out for FlyQuest Red. Train didn't go too well on this third round, but this is CT's side. It's a whole different story, and it's a map they're much more comfortable on. So, as Omen Esports start to line things up, look, wait a minute. I wasn't even looking at the map. I didn't realize how far up Goosebreeder got. She's able to take some shots into these underpass players, and Bibian just cracks down from above.
I'm going to give Goose some support as well off of that flashbang. Not able to duck out of that spot, but Omen Esports are going to be walking forward a little bit tougher here. It's going to be a terror that they meet into apartments. Is going to be Marie up top.
There's nothing standing behind Omen Esports. They could turn this around, but they're going to try and force their way onto the B-bomb site. And with 2 players here for FlyQuest Red, Bibian bouncing around, she's going to draw the fire and give Marie plenty of opportunities. She only gets the 1 headshot, but now Bibian from window, able to get another, and Emmy rotating on over nice and fast. Defense looking pretty strong from FlyQuest Red as, oh, that's the bomb dropped as well. And Emmy here to clean things up, cleans that B bomb site up for FlyQuest Red. They take that conversion back. And this is honestly what we really needed to see on Train, is going from we lost the pistol, we lost the conversion, but we stole the momentum back. That can almost be more important. Oh, if FlyQuest would take this, then again, it gives them a golden opportunity to really turn the CT side into something fantastic. Although losing BB on early is not going to set that up too well. A lot of mid control being taken from Omen. Oh, Speeder coming out connector could be something special. Kill onto Fart. Looking for more as well. 4 versus 3 already for FlyQuest Red. Number on the Omen side. Amos answering as well. There's Emmy to avenge Goosebreeder. And it's just Rue in the 1 versus 3. He's got a Tech 9 looking at B.
Shadow scene and a headshot by Marie. Really good work there. FlyQuest will tie the game and force Omen on the Nico.
Well, there you have it. Sometimes it's not about the pistol and the conversion. Sometimes it's about what you do after those first 2 rounds that really sets up which direction the half is going to go. 4 rounds in, and FlyQuest Red have a good position, have a good opportunity to really spin things into an optimistic start. Oh, Omen Esports getting all sorts of speedsy into this one, and, well, speed kills.
It does. Pretty quick out there. Palace pop denied. Time for Omen to get these guns back up. But FlyQuest get to warm up a bit. Get a little bit of money in their pockets. Next round, we're going to refresh. It should be Emmy grabbing that op. But for now, it's going to sit to be maybe a little bit more aggro. 5 of these rifles.
Going to be quite important for Omen. Nice thing, though, for FlyQuest is they're sitting on a pretty good bank account. So, oh, Fart just going to walk in through the smoke. Goosebreeder not looking the right direction. She is going to turn as Vanessa falls. Feels a little bit too late. You let someone in through the smoke and lost a teammate as a result. Goosebreeder looking to get active again, but this time she's going to be found by Scroobs. 4 versus 3. Omen already scaling onto that A bomb site, and there's no one for FlyQuest Red able to stop them. CT players to be challenged. Ree taking those early pot shots, but there's Rue close by as well. But Ryan, the one, just double one taps, and Omen Esports going to tie things up once again at 3.
I'd be able to find BB here. Catch her by surprise. She's ready for it. Won't be out, I'm afraid. Might be able to get caught here. This player around is no saves here for FlyQuest, but a gun round that's going to be following this one up no matter what.
Well, now we do get to finally see the AWP out of Emmy, which is good. Either way. Honestly, though, if we don't see the rounds keep falling into the hands of FlyQuest on the CT side, it does make me a little bit nervous. It does feel like FlyQuest Red really do better on their CT side of Mirage, so wait and see. We get to have Monday where it was Bibian show on the T side, so hey, you never know. The Flash leaves us with a 1-for-1 trade. Emmy manages to catch the player out of ramp and like a pretty good round at a FlyQuest. versus 4 for Omen as we crest past just 30 seconds in the round.
Bomb outside of A, I think will not be ending here. Not through a ramp, at least. Top of connector. Vanessa eyes on. An entire minute for Omen to work with, but a 4v2.
4v2 and not a whole lot of utility left over. Just the smoke and the flash for wine. Although, I mean, you peek out, you peek under the spray, and just guillotine one. Suddenly the numbers start to look a little bit more favorable. 35 seconds now as seems we will reach our conclusion on the A-bomb site. And with the grate not broken for Murder Hole, gives Omen that little bit of extra space to work with. West Red trying to make their stand coming from CT spawn. AWP out. Wine catches Emmy. Straight out of BB. This one close. Fart. Oh, she caught as she's lining up the nade. And that leaves Marie. Now the last piece to try and keep FlyQuest Red in the lead past this tie. He has no idea where Fart is, though, and does look like he will be closing this one out with another 4-3 for Omen.
It definitely is a little bit tough. 4 versus 2. Converted there for Omen. That'll revive this T side. That'll get them revved up for sure. FlyQuest is going to be disappointed by that. It's their money gone.
Back down to the Stone Age. A bunch of pistols. Using that AWP is going to hurt as well. That's going to be a bitter pill to swallow. Omen taking some mid control. I do like that FlyQuest Red have put 3 players all together. That does give me hope that if they catch one player for Omen all alone, somebody will get to recover that weapon. Spruder going out alone, though. Lots of nade flying out of top mid, but is not going to have the firepower to activate off that knowledge.
Oh, what?
Oh, my goodness.
Flying through the air. Will be a 5th
Mac
year
10
for
things.
Before we know it, absolutely is. BB walking around. 1v4. And I'm afraid Fart might find another frag.
Yeah, Fart looking pretty solid already. Oh, waiting for Vivian as she passes by. You don't want your farts to be solid.
No, you don't. Oh, Lord.
I've casted a lot of Omen, okay?
It's his fault. Who knows? Who knows? He might have to see this guy come to land one day, see who the real Fart is. Never forget food, you know? Went on to have a pretty good Valorant career. I believe he actually had a name change.
There's also a player called Dinner.
Oh, no.
I don't know where Dinner went.
I think I've casted them before, like a frag or something. That's a wild one. Dinner. Come on. That one is a little too much for me. I mean, Fart is, like, I think, the point. But Dinner, come on. Come on. I can't get behind that.
You know what you need that.
There you go.
Maybe you can have an after 8 mint on the team. Oh.
Rodze. Been trying to find this opening frag, just working. Burning Vanessa down from 100 there inside of the ticket booth. Not what you want. He gets this kill on the fart. Out on A now. FlyQuest are ready to respond, reacting. They even hear all this racket down into Sandwich, but Marie fortunately cut out with nothing. The smoke cleared into CT, or maybe a little bit too deep. I don't believe they have the knowledge of Goosebreeder until it is very much too late. The final 2 frags there as Goosebreeder makes this Mirage just a little bit closer.
Yeah, Omen really trying to force the issue out on the A-bomb site and kind of playing like they don't have anything to worry about. And good rotation from FlyQuest keeps them in this one. See if they can finish off the money for Omen. 3 rounds left in the half. So if they win this one, then there's still a definite chance at a positive CT side. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
how many times we're going to watch Fart with the wings on the MAC-10?
FlyQuest.
2 versus 5.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenge, but the HP is going to help. BB rotates over. Gets a clean shot onto Fart. Rue here is within grabbing distance, within stabbing distance to take all these players. Essentially, really good smoke that they've found and put into the way of Emmy's vision. Flash, and now they're just trying to fight BB. I think that's maybe the wrong call.
Yeah, on this low HP, that M4 is just going to shred.
Oh,
she's already got 3.
close.
There's the nade. Oh my goodness. And it just screams left over by CT. Again, on low HP, as Emmy taps the bomb, she's going to be found,
Wow.
but instant trade out of BB.
Ties the game on the defuse, has more than enough seconds left. All good. FlyQuest working really, really hard for these. BB over from her wheelhouse into A. Has no problem at all.
I'm definitely looking at a solid start to this one. 9 and 8. Emmy topping the boards at 10. Going back to train just a second while we're in this pause. Emmy was kind of the one that let FlyQuest into the bomb sites that they made it to. And so now coming back on the defense, she is also the one that's continuing to get openings to make sure that the Omen side has been weakened enough that the rest of the team can come in and clean up. So a little bit more of that. We might see a map number 3 here for FlyQuest Red. This time, though, Omen going to be just on the pistols. So solid amount of utility purchased. And I think they'll be looking for, likely B, which maybe mid. I don't know. Stuff.
Spending that smoke for a moment. It's the vibe of the Tech 9s, and they're running it up. Catwalk going to be considered probably the main threat here. Maybe to work on the USP, but flicking back over, getting a little bit of help here out from her Danish anchor. Not a casualty out from FlyQuest as they do so well.
Oh, that's a solid little string of rounds then. If FlyQuest Red can win this last one, I feel like they can go into the T side feeling pretty good. 6-6 would be a little bit rough because, again, the CT side can be so important for them on Mirage. And mid-window has gotten so interesting. Instead of the one ways of CSGO, now you've got people practicing the exact smokes that you need, or the exact HEs that you need to break open your typical mid-window smoke. Or
I gotta learn those lineups for real.
Yeah, could you imagine if, I think with the way that smokes work, I feel like a new piece of utility that doesn't do damage but just blows smokes could make sense. Or could you imagine if they put that on a decoy? Every time it
That would be freaky.
pulses, it opens up a small hole. It's not as big as an HE. Speaking of things that are not big,
Oh
Scroob's
my
head
goodness.
eliminated. A good kill on a fart as well.
FlyQuest with a really
Opening.
big player advantage now. I don't think they have any idea that the 3 rest of these Omen players standing just got stuck back and under, so they have to walk one way.
Yeah, just looking at the map, seeing where Vanessa is as well in T-spawn, she's going to be calling that out. We can already see FlyQuest Red starting the rotation a little bit. We've got 2 players over on the B-bomb site. Marie, one of the very few players you'll see pick up this AUG, but she puts it to work fairly well, boosted up. She's going to have a tough, they're going to have a tough time hunting her down. That is a headshot angle. They do zero that in the end. But a 3 versus 2, bomb down for Omen.
Oh, shot from
not
Vanessa.
expecting the lurk.
Yeah, that's clean. Now blind 1v3. A nice spray down. Might get a good look on Emmy. Almost completing the spray. Just at 1 HP she is. We're going to get that through the side of the plywood. The 7th round here for FlyQuest.
All right, they complete the, I feel like, necessary rounds on their CT side to make the second half feel a little bit more comfortable. Going to the T side, feeling a whole lot better than they did on train. That's pretty sweet. 101 ADR for Emmy. That's a good number.
That is a very respectable amount. Somebody go a lot further than that.
I mean, 100 damage a round. That's like, I got a kill every round. Pretty good.
I hear that math. I can reason with that.
Every round, you got yours. Okay, that's... I liked the flash and then Emmy just dancing into mid, but she's going to be going head on into these Omen players. First kill, Ryu going to be dropped. Already, FlyQuest Red scaling very quickly onto this A-bomb site. Omen Esports, they're giving them the same business that Omen gave them on their CT side pistol, which was get onto that A-bomb site. There's not enough people there to defend it, and now you've got the player advantage as the retake comes in. Good kill from Scroobs. Beyond looking to answer, but not going to be allowed to. 3 kills already. Emmy, she started things off. She's looking to finish it. Spreader from Connector as well. Now it's just Wine. 1 versus 2. Wine versus 2. Okay. Okay. Jumping over the top of missiles.
Well done. This is a pretty satisfactory performance here for FlyQuest. I commented that I feel like they were not shooting as hard on map number 1. Yeah, Goosebreeder and Emmy had some notes for that. Same with BB. Vanessa and Marie had their moments as well. Just these pistols now, FlyQuest will be 4 rounds away.
Yeah, this has got to be a comfortable position to be in. Emmy's just juggling the nades over, so it looks like it is going to be an A hit. And I mean, this has been read about as perfectly as can be. Omen Esports, all 5 sitting here in, or I guess 4 out of 5. They've left Scroobs sitting bench. They're not even going to hear the nades. Need like a tumbleweed to roll past, because we're just like listening. Go back to the Omen players and just like...
Marie, a based MP5 SD user. I did not see this until now.
Yeah, I keep seeing it, and I keep going like, okay, I get the AUG, I don't get the MP5.
It's a very hard line on a transition, I will not lie. MP7 fan you are, Floofies? I gotta know.
Yes. Although, admittedly, I barely use it. The only reason I have it equipped is because I like the skin that I have.
Gotcha. I know you have quite a lot of drip, Floofies. More than many.
Yeah. Well, so we've got a full-on unicorn round on round number 14. Bullets were fired. They didn't hit anything. The only damage comes from the C4. Okay. MP5, I feel like I know it doesn't actually, but it feels like it does less damage than the Bison. MP7 actually feels like it does damage. But, like, in an ideal loadout, I don't think there's any point to having either one. Right? You can have your low-level SMG, your MP9 or your MAC-10. You have an XM, so that's 2. A P90. A Swag 7 on CT. Maybe a UMP. I don't know. Bison for trolling. Trolling very important in the meta.
FlyQuest up.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice cut that they get, Floofys. Only player that's close is in market. Now they got...
That was the MP5 getting the kill as well, so...
Should be. This MAC-10 doubling up. That's round over. FlyQuest will hit double digits. First here in Mirage. Something's telling me we may see a nuke.
I think so. I'm feeling it. It's Wednesday night. Still got a few nights left in the week. Got playoff placement at stake. Why not shoot for that map number 3?
Want to set the tone. Good going into the weekend. We got LAN. Want to light it up. Want to come in with a win.
Terrorists win.
Even better is as FlyQuest Red make it to double digits. Omen Esports not the best in the money situation, so these couple of saved M4s gonna really come in clutch for them as we head into round 16. Likely to see some upgraded pistols from the rest of the squad, but again, on the CT side, that is gonna leave so many holes in your defenses. See what these pistols have to say about that. FlyQuest Red grouping up for a fast push towards A once again.
Rifles try and maintain some long-range fights. No, Marie takes BB alone, but unfortunately, it will not matter for Omen. 11th will still shuffle on the board here, most likely.
I don't know. Deagle 1 versus 3. Look at the HP Marie and Vanessa have. It's a very doable kills at the very least. Emmy will need the headshot. But Screams is also on 42 HP. So, you know what? Yeah, 11 rounds.
We'll get a goodbye after this to avoid FlyQuest from getting to 12 rounds so easily in their map pick and Mirage here.
So, it feels like it happens a lot, is what is with the TKs on the FlyQuest side? What is with the TKs in Advanced? It feels like so many people are
Get out of my way.
Get so discombobulated in these team fights. I say team fights like I'm watching a MOBA, but it's just like, I don't know, everyone gets together and they have a fight.
Can get a little ugly, can get a little hairy in some of those mixes for sure. It's not personal, BB, don't you worry. He's a valuable asset.
Not personal,
You
it's
wouldn't
just
take her out on
business.
purpose.
Ooh, there's the op for Wine and Connector. Info. This time, FlyQuest not headed toward the A-bomb site. This time it's going to be a solid B hit, if anything. Marie jumping out of apartments. First one out. Art not able to get involved through this smoke. Finally gets activated, but the instant trade off of B Beyond is going to leave that B bomb site open for business. Omen Esports already in market. That bomb is down. So, retake Oh man, do they even have a chance? They've already down to 2 players. We did see the 2 versus 4 happen before, but this time FlyQuest Red are very much entrenched on the bomb site already. I don't think there's much of a chance as Omen scamper away.
12 for FlyQuest. We'll post that stake first. They'll have to run this back before the inevitable nuke. FlyQuest posted up into their pool to sort of be the anti-Shimmer map. The veto has literally been the same almost every time they played Shimmer, and Nuke being included as Shimmer's pick.
Yeah, I was mentioning it over on the Impact casts, but it kind of feels like Nuke has become one of the favorites for Impact. Like in previous seasons, it felt like everybody plays Mirage, everybody plays Dust 2, and most people play Anubis. And if you don't play Anubis, then maybe whatever. But it's just like now everybody's picking Nuke. What's up with that?
I'm a fan. I will not complain about some Nuke. Look at this.
What really grinds?
I don't know if they can hear Will on stream.
They can't. I don't know how to respond to Will saying, you know what really grinds my gears, other than responding to him. Then chat only gets half the discussion. Speaking of half the discussion, Omen Esports only going to have half their team, or less than half. Fart and Wine now on the rotation. Again, it's another 2 versus 4 in FlyQuest Red. They get the bomb down, going to scale nice and quick. Bomb down with just a little less than a minute, and EWP and M4 out of CT to try and take the site back, but Fart already tagged. EWP answers back to the tune of Emmy, but there's not going to be a whole lot else to happen there. BB does get naded. Versus 2 with the off is definitely doable, but Marie here to prevent it. 13-5. Another fast game.
Yeah, well done here. At least tracking along for not a length of a track meet, right? I mean, that was a 13-5 that you got out there. You know, maybe a bit of a lengthier train. So you head on to a nuke here. I think everybody should be, you know, gassed up and ready to go for that. Floofys, you know, FlyQuest here, really putting a beat down on their opponent's map pick. But like, look, man, I think for, you know, more of the concern of this Omen squad, I think it kind of, you know, makes their pool a little bit more shaky. I think quality matchups like this are going to feel like playoff teams. So, you know, things like this can happen all the time. I can't tell you how often I cast a BO3 and we trade map picks just like that. Emmy near the top getting 16 frags. BB, a really good performance overall. I mean, you're going to be working a 13-5. It's going to be, you know, very effective here for FlyQuest. Vanessa at the bottom of the board, but always doing amazing work on this Mirage. This is one of her best maps.
Yeah, I will say it's always funny to see what people are saying. It's like, oh, they traded maps. They must be throwing. Like, shut up. No, it happens sometimes. It happens. Oh no, with 322, my favorite thing was still M&J outside of the block back in March.
Oh my
god! The fact
gosh,
that 322 was in a dress outside. And he's just like, I found it. It's been in North America all along.
Of course it was. Of course it was, apparently. Yeah. Not a great thing, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Not a proud moment, I guess. I remember that. It was like a billboard, right? Like I think he was like, look. Yeah, he ditched us for that second frag. He was supposed to come back, then he didn't. He stayed in Europe. He was supposed to come back with 500, but they didn't have that. But yeah, we got another 1-1. We got Nuke up next door. DE Nuke, that is, in case you were confused. In about 10 minutes time, Floofys and I are going to be taking a little break, so you should too. Be back here for the third map in about 10 minutes. Like I said, more Counter-Strike coming to you soon.